Hi everybody, it's me Julia. I'm back again with another drugstore brand favorites video. This one's going to be slightly different. Today we're talking about Maybelline, and what I've done in the last two that I've done is I've talked about my likes, my dislikes, and then like my top 5 or top 10. But with Maybelline, it's a little bit different. What I did was I pulled out everything in my drawers that had Maybelline on, like that was from Maybelline, and I thought I would just kind of go through them because what I have are basically favorites. So I don't want to talk about likes and dislikes because I like everything that I have, and the stuff that I did have that I didn't like, I have, you know, kind of passed on or gotten rid of. So overall, what I would like to say about dislikes for the brands, like things that I haven't tried or don't have, I'm not a really big fan of their powder products. Like their blushes and their eyeshadows. I tried to like their eyeshadows. They came out with those Stylish Smokes sets last year or the year before. I can't remember what it was. And I got a couple of them and I tried. But I just find that you have to work so hard with them to get any kind of like color payoff. And it was just, they're just not my favorites. Like there's other eyeshadows that I have from different companies that I think are far superior. I'm not a really big fan of their eyeshadows. I feel we can find superior products for a lower price tag in other brands in the drugstore for sure. So I don't have any of their powder products. I also find that their blushes are kind of, there's never anything that just kind of wows me. And again, the color payoff and stuff like that just kind of keeps me away. I don't have any of their eyeliners. I find their eyeliners are kind of expensive for the drugstore. They seem to run around the $10 mark, which is about $4 more expensive than I like to spend on an eyeliner, so I don't have any of those. And the other dislike is, I have to mention, in a lot of their foundation lines, the color range is not very good, especially in the two extremes. So if you're very pale or very dark, there's not a lot of options. There seems to be options for like medium to medium dark skin tones, but that's it. So I'm very pale and I find it hard to find a shade that's not too dark. And I think if you are on the other end of the spectrum, it's hard to find shades that are just like dark enough. So, but having said that, I will go over the products of theirs that I do really like. So everything that I have here are things that I love and are really getting into more and more. So I'm going to start with their foundations because there are a few of the foundations. I've tried quite a few of their foundations, and these are the ones that really kind of stick out for me. I love the Dream Smooth Mousse, and this is coming because I have dry skin, so these are the two that really work well for me. This is their cream foundation. Again, it's a little bit too dark. I'm in number 110 Porcelain Ivory, so even that is, especially right now where I'm at my palest, this is quite a bit too dark. But I love, the price point is around $6. It's really nice and smooth and creamy, medium to kind of heavy buildable coverage, but it stays somewhat dewy on your face and just looks nice all day. So I really like that foundation. And then on the kind of opposite end of the spectrum is the Maybelline Dream Fresh BB Cream 8-in-1 Beauty Balm. This can definitely be used as a primer underneath a heavier coverage foundation because it's very, very light. What I love about BB creams is having dry skin and having like more mature skin. I find foundations, even the most dewy or luminous foundations, can cling to dry spots and can settle into, you know, like fine lines or whatever, and you end up looking really dusty and like just parched with foundations, and I think it looks worse than not wearing any foundation at all. So what I like about BB creams is they tend to just kind of even out your skin tone and make your skin look nice and kind of polished. You're not going to get any kind of crazy coverage or anything like that, but they just, you know, like it just evens out your skin tone and gives really nice kind of light reflecting qualities, and my skin feels really nice when I wear this one. And I really recommend it for people if you want to use it as a primer, as I said, underneath your regular foundation, and also like on its own if you just want something that's nice and light and fresh. Okay, so then moving on to their concealers. Pretty much every one of their concealers I've tried, I've loved. This is my latest try out, one of the new products that I tried, and it's the Dream Lumi Touche, or Dream Lumi, sorry, that was the French side. the Dream Lumi Touch Highlighting Concealer by Maybelline. And this is one of those pen dealies. Let me show you what it looks like in case you haven't seen it before. This is in the shade Radiant. So I'm not sure, I can't remember what kind of color range they had. But this is a nice kind of pinky toned concealer that's meant for underneath the eyes. It gives, you know, nice light coverage and a little bit of brightness. I don't find it covers my dark circles well enough, but I still kind of like it. And it's much cheaper than the L'Oreal Lumi highlighting pen. So it's, I think it's like half the price of that one, or maybe not quite half the price, but it is cheaper. So same kind of idea, you know, those kind of light coverage highlighting type concealer pens. Then this is quickly becoming holy grail, like one of my favorite concealers of all time, and this is the Maybelline Fit Me concealer in number 15. If I'm wearing the foundation, I'm in number 10 because it is more neutral or yellow toned, but the 15 has a slight pink. It's like their lightest pink tone. Sometimes it's hard to find the 10. Usually in most stores that I go to, the 15 is the lightest, especially here in Canada. I think I got the 10 when I was in the States. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. What's nice about this is it's a cream concealer, but it has a really nice texture. You can see it's got more coverage than the Lumi that I just showed you. It's very nice and creamy without being drying at all. It's very much like the foundation. It's very compatible to the foundation, which means it's really only suited for people with dry skin. I think if you have like even combination or oily skin, you're just going to feel like a grease pit on your face because it's very kind of dewy and luminous, and it stays that way. But what I love about this is I have dry patches around my nose, and that's kind of where my rosacea is the worst. So I've got like these kind of like, I think my pores are a little bit bigger there, and I just have like these kind of dry patches. And I can put a foundation on that's really nice and luminous and radiant. Everything looks great, and I look fantastic. And then I put a concealer on over top, and all of a sudden I can see all the dryness, and it kind of pulls and it separates, and it's not very nice. I don't get that with this. It just glides on nice and creamy and smooth, and it's just very moisturizing and feels really nice on the skin. It does really well of like covering under eye circles. And what I do is you can mix these two together so you get that really nice kind of salmony tone underneath the eyes. Love those. Then another really great favorite, I've loved it, like you can see how much I've used of it, and this is the second one that I bought. I use this one like crazy for like pretty much an entire year, but I kind of moved over to the Fit Me lately. It's the Instant Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle Treatment Concealer with Goji Berra and Haloxyl. So this has got the little sponge tip applicator on it. This is just great for underneath the eyes. This is in Brightener. This is the Brightener 60. So you can see it's really bright. So what I do with this when I use it is after all of the rest of my foundation and concealer's done, I come with this just underneath the eyes just to give that kind of illuminating effect underneath the eyes. It's really nice. But I have to say that I'm kind of given way to the Maybelline Fit Me because this one can be slightly drying. I don't know if they make the Mineral Power foundation and concealer anymore. I feel like I haven't seen this in a while, so it might be gone. But this is a really dark color that I have that I use for doing like contouring and kind of like bronzing in the summer. I said that I don't like their eyeliners. This is the only exception to the rule. This is the Maybelline Define-A-Brow, which I like. It's an eyeliner or an eyebrow pencil. It's got a very, very fine tip on it. This one's in medium. I don't know if I said that. It's got a little comb on the end. This is very similar to MAC's Lingering, I think. Yeah, Lingering. I think that's the one. But obviously much less expensive, and it's just really fine points you can get in there, and it's quite a nice tone for your eyebrows, and I like that a lot, but it is a little pricey. It's not as pricey as the MAC one, but it's still kind of pricey. Then the other thing that I love is Maybelline mascaras. I am a really big fan of the Volume Express line, and I've tried pretty much all of them. Like every time a new package comes out, I'm like, oh, I gotta try it. And and they come out with them like all the time. I feel like every time I go to the drugstore, there's a new Volume Express mascara. So I've tried the original, the Colossal, the Falsies, which I really like, the 1x1, I think that's the same, yeah, the 1x1, which I really like, and this one's my favorite. I have 3 drugstore mascaras that I'm calling my, you know, like holy triad, like the 3 that I love and want to always have in my collection, and this is one of them. It's the Cat Eyes from the Volume Express. It's got a really nice curved brush that lifts and curls your lashes and flares them out, and oh, it just gives you that really nice, like, full-on false look effect. I love it. Favorite all time. It's still in the package because I've gone a little crazy for mascaras lately, and I have about, well, quite a few on the go. And then I really love, I don't like their powder eyeshadows, but I love their cream eyeshadows. This is one of my, like, all-time favorite products, and it's the little Maybelline Eye Studio in Neutrals, and it's just 3 little cream eyeshadows. And again, I have dry skin, so I don't have a problem with, like, you know, a lot of people have a problem with these creasing and disappearing. I don't have that problem because my eyelids are quite dry. I love this in the summertime because you can see this one I've used quite a lot. Oh, that was a disaster. Excuse me for one moment. Okay, I don't know where I was. Now my husband's come in and opened the door and ruined my sight lines behind me, but whatever. Anyway, I use this color a lot in the summertime because it's just a nice shimmery champagne color. But then there's also this kind of darker brown, and then this cream one that I use quite a lot. It's more of a matte as a base. And I just kind of put those on in the summertime and, like, with my fingers, and it's just a really simple, easy eye look, and I really like the consistency of those. And something that I've, you know, kind of liked off and on a little bit, and then all of a sudden I've really gotten into and have collected, you know, 4 in a very short period of time, is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. And specifically, I didn't realize this when I was buying them, but they've got this other line called Metal. So it's the Color Tattoo, the Maybelline 24-Hour Color Tattoo Metal by Eye Studio. And gosh, I don't understand what it is with drugstores and these product names that are confusing and too long. So the ones that I've kind of really been gravitating towards at the store are these metal ones, and they're just like really nice kind of shimmery metallic shades, but then they also have the regular Color Tattoo by Eye Studio. I really like these metal ones because they're just really light shades that work well underneath other shadows. For example, I've got, this is inked in pink. Very nice shimmery rose gold color. This is one that I just bought the other day. This is, what's this one? Barely Branded, which is just a very pale kind of shimmery champagne color. So I just love these for $6. I've got quite a few of them now. Well, 4. It's not really quite a few, but I just like the way they look all pretty in my drawer. I know. It's so weird. Well, if you thought that was weird, well, you see the next one. So it's almost like there's a rivalry, in my opinion, between like Maybelline and Revlon with the lipsticks. They kind of come out with similar products around the same time, similar style packaging. And Maybelline has the Color Sensational line. I've had a few of those over the years, but I found the shades that I did have were like dupes of higher end products that I had. So I kind of left them in favor of the higher end products because I paid the money for them. But recently I've really gotten back into Maybelline, and so much so that I've devoted so weird. I've devoted a little antique tin that I have to sit on my dresser so that I can open them up and see the pretty little packages of my Maybelline lipsticks. And I don't know what it is, but I'm a sucker for their new product lines. I don't have all of the ones that I have because some of them are in my purse, but I just wanted to show you just to give you an idea. I love the new Color Sensational Vivids. I wanted a really nice kind of shocking orange lipstick for the summertime, so I picked up Vibrant Mandarin, which is this real, look at how beautiful that is. So I'm looking forward to wearing this in the summertime. It's very full on, but I think maybe if I sheer it out, it would look nice. But I do look longingly at the other ones when I'm in the store, but some of them, they're just too like neon pink or whatever. It's just not really my cup of tea, but oh, this one is really, really pretty. And then I have to admit that I have a sickness, and it's called the Maybelline Color Whispers. I don't know what it is. I love the way that they're just these cute little packaging. They're smaller, and they've got, you know, they've got the writing on it. It says Whisper, and I love them so much. They're my favorites. I'm wearing this one today, and it is Mad for Magenta, and I put that on because I thought it would match the pink that I just had added to my hair, if you can see that peeking out. And they're just so nice. So I like these better than the Revlon lip butters. They're still not as moisturizing as I think a lip butter should be, but these are a little bit sheer, a little bit glossier than the Revlon lip butters, and I like the fact that they're smaller, so I feel like they fit your lip nicer than the Revlon lip butters. I mean, similar products, but I love these so much. So this one's Mad for Magenta, and I have this one, which is pink, no, Pinup Peach, which is a really nice kind of peachy shade. So they're sheer, but they're not too sheer. I haven't seen any with any kind of shimmer in them. Like some of the Revlon lip butters have shimmer in them, but I think they're glossier than the Revlon lip butters as well. So this is the Mad for Magenta, and this is the Pinup Peach, which is the sheerest of the ones that I have, but they're still very, very pretty. And I'm very happy with those. And I just give them a place of honor. Woo! Inside there. So I can go to them, because I'm going to them all the time, and all my other lip products are like, hey, what they have that we don't have. Yeah, but anyway. So there you go. Those are all of my kind of favorites from the Maybelline and how I feel about the brand overall. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll be back again with another Drugstore Favorites video. Bye! And that must be the metallic part of it, but it was nice on the eyelids.